Hey students, Mr. Yun here. Welcome to class today. Hey, the date is about May 25th. Looking at our calendar here, right here, this is what day it is. It's Friday and school's almost over. We have a long weekend here and about 2 weeks left of school of actual work. So we're really close. I hope the weather's nice. Uh, so it's May 25th, and we have a little bit of a final project, if you will. It's a paper. So it has its own module here. You can see we're done with 26 and we're going to write a paper. Today, we're just going to go through an overview of the paper, and you could get started if you want. If you're watching this actually on May 25th, and all of this should be about open already, you have access to every step of the paper. Now this paper is going to be a lot like those of you that did the Egypt project. You had three options back then. One of them was a paper, and this paper is very much similar to that. Let's take a look, shall we? So we click on day one overview here. Brings us to this simple page with this video. It will be there, and it just has the instructions and the rubric. Let's go over that real quick. This is really the whole overview of the paper. So for this paper, you will be writing a 5-paragraph report on the historical person of your choosing. You must also include one photo, which is just a really easy 5 points. You can draw the photo, you can find it from the web. It's easier if you just find it from the web. What are we talking about in this paper? Well, it's 5 paragraphs. You can answer the following questions. Who is this person? Give me some background. What is this person known for? Did they make any big mistakes? Did they do anything really great? Did they build anything that's still around, like, democracy or a monument or something like that? When did this person live? When did they die? Are they still alive? And why are they important? Really, you're just writing a 5-paragraph paper on this person, and really tell me anything you want about them as long as it's 5 paragraphs. You can really choose anyone historical, anyone that can still be alive. A historical figure, though. Don't write me a paper about your mom, but if you had an uncle that served in World War, really at this point as a grandpa or great grandpa that served in a war that you want to write about, that sure, that's fine. If you have any questions, you're not sure about it, just message me and I'll tell you if it's a good idea or a bad idea. Here's some ideas, though. People that we talked about in history so far. People like Hammurabi, Caesar, Pericles from Greece, Charles the Hammer Martel, Joan of Arc, Confucius, Catherine the Great of Russia, Marco Polo, Martin Luther King for that matter, Queen Elizabeth of England, really any U.S. president, Thomas Edison, Karl Marx, Albert Einstein, the Queen of Hawaii, the last Queen of Hawaii, any person that you were going through the year and you go, that person was cool, I'd like to learn more about them, go for it. There's some famous Vikings you could do, like Eric the Red. I believe he's also Leif Erikson. I'm giving you a pretty broad scope here. Anyone you want in history, it's pretty much fine with me. Now, in terms of sources for this information, you can use physical copy books if you want. You could probably find everything you need on the web. Your textbook would be a good place to start as well. I don't recommend using Wikipedia as an official source, but Wikipedia is usually a good place to start if you know nothing about someone. You're like, who's Catherine the Great? If you wiki it, it'll give you a pretty good summary. And at the bottom, there's a list of sources that would probably be good sources for your paper. But don't, write me a paper based on Wikipedia. They will frown upon that in the later years, so I don't want to start that habit now. Good place to look to start, not a good source for a paper. At the end of your project, just like we did our Egypt project, I'll need a list of sources. I don't need anything crazy. If you just give me a works cited page with all the links where you got information, that would be good. I recommend 3 or more sources. Let's go with that. Don't give me from all 1 or 2 sources. 3 or more sources, please. And remember, don't copy and paste from the internet. I can tell. It's easy, and I do a Google search, and I go, oh, they got this from Wikipedia. Like 9 times out of 10, I find your answers on Wikipedia. Google is not a resource. It's a search engine. So don't put Google down. If we look at the rubric, which is really the real key to how you're going to do on this paper, picture's worth 5 points. You either have one or you don't. So, boom, easy 5. The information provided is accurate, and you want 3 whole paragraphs of information. So you have an intro paragraph, 3 body paragraphs filled with information about your person, and then some kind of conclusion paragraph. And that, you know, if you have 3 body paragraphs filled with that information, you're going to get 10 points in this category. Do you have an introduction and a conclusion? Basically, they're worth 10 points. 5 per paragraph. If you have an intro and no conclusion, you get 5 points, or the other way around. Do you have a works cited page? Either do or you don't. I might cut you 5 points if you have less than 3 sources. So I'll fill that in. Mechanics. Make sure you proofread. Do your spell checking. Generally, I'll let 1 error slide, and then after that, you start to lose points. So if you forget to punctuate something, I'll usually one mistake, you can still achieve, you can get a perfect score. After that, I start to dock points. So that's how that's going to go. There's your rubric. Everything you really need to know about this paper is right here. But I am spreading this out over days. So today is Friday, May 25th. We have a long weekend, and then every day I have some information and tips on how to do your paper better. I think there are some of you, being the advanced class, that could knock this out without any further instruction. But to help you out, give you some English language arts skills, practice our skills every day, I'm going to go over something different. So, today is overview day. Today's a good day to pick a topic and maybe start looking into it. We'll talk about on the 29th, which is Tuesday, your research, finding good websites, and doing your works cited page. We'll talk about introductions, and then your body paragraphs, and then a conclusion. And on June 4th is your paper, or is your submission. Oh, sorry, June 4th. Here we go. Let's go to June 4th. There it is, your submission. So really you have a whole week to work on this paper. Now feel free to just, look at any of these when they're published on any day. You don't have to do just your work, your research on the 29th. You get started. You can do this as fast or as slow as you want. That's up to you how quickly you want to knock this out. You could probably knock this out in a day or two if you really sat down and grinded it out. Or you can use the entire week. There's really nothing else due. There might be a supplemental program thrown in here at some point, like a Teen Biz or a current event, but I haven't added it in yet. I'm not sure when we're going to stop those at the time of making this video. So look out for those. They might pop in there. But otherwise, this is really all you have for that whole week of Memorial Day. So use the time to write a quality paper, all right? That's it. Check out the other pages as they're published for more information and tips. Otherwise, good luck on your paper. Let me know if you have any questions or need me to approve the person you want to talk about. I'll probably will. All right. That's it for now. Good luck on your paper. I guess real quickly, if we talk about the rest of the school year, closeout week is just a couple days between the paper being due and the end of the school year. Not a whole lot, really no real content in there. Makeup day, fun question day, what you're going to do this summer, and then the end of the year survey. That's it. All right. Talk to you later. And if you need extra time, these are super easy. You can use this time to finish your paper too if need be. Okay, talk to you later.